In this question of profit and loss, Harish buys 50 dozen bananas. What? Bananas, right? And he buys all these 50 dozen bananas for rupees 135. Now, what happens? 5 dozen bananas could not be sold as rotten, right? Because there are 5 dozen bananas which are rotten. So since rotten, they could not be sold, right? Now the question is, at what price per dozen should Harish sell these bananas to get 20% profit, right? At what price, I am repeating, at what price per dozen should Harish sell these bananas to get 20% of profit? He should make a money. It's a profit. When it's a profit, you know the sale price is always greater than the cost price. Then only profit happens, right? Now, let the sale price of 1 dozen of banana as rupees X, right? And the cost of 1 dozen banana will be how much? The cost of 1 dozen of banana, that means the good bananas which are available to be sold, right? Since he could not sell the rotten bananas, so I am writing over here excluding rotten bananas, right? Only the good bananas can be sold, because you know when the rotten bananas are there, nobody is there to buy it, right? So I am mentioning excluding the rotten bananas. Now the total bananas which are good, that means the total how many dozens of good bananas which are able to be sold, which can be sold. Definitely the rotten bananas, the rotten number of bananas, rotten dozen of bananas should be subtracted from the total bananas what Harish bought initially. That is, the good bananas will be only 50 dozen minus 5 dozen, right? Because 50 dozen was the total bananas what he bought, and out of that 5 dozen bananas were rotten, so that will be excluded because that could not be sold, right? Now the available good bananas, this is rotten, so this is 5 dozen bananas that is excluded, right? Now the total number of sellable banana, or the total good bananas which are able to be sold is only 45 dozen, that is 50 minus 5. Now the cost price per dozen will be how much? It's given that cost price of 50 dozen banana is 135. So it's a typo error that I have written it 145. It's 135. You can see into the question in the top line also. So when 135 will be divided by 45, it will be giving you rupees 3 per dozen, right? So this is the cost price of the banana. This is the cost which Harish pays during buying those bananas, right? So rupees 3 per dozen, right? Now what is the gain percent? It's given that gain percent is 20%, right? And the formula of gain percent is gain by CP into 100%, that is gain by cost price into 100%. And when gain will happen? Gain will happen only when the selling price is greater than the cost price, right? So SP minus CP is the gain divided by cost price into 100. And what is the selling price per dozen? We have assumed it X, and the gain percent is given as, you can see here, 20% profit. So writing here in the formula, putting up the values only, and in place of gain percent it's 20 equal to SP is X minus CP is 3 by CP, that is 3 into 100. Now just solve it to get your answer, right? So 20 will cut 100 5 times, and in x minus 3 will be multiplied by 5 to get 5x minus 15, and 3 will come into the LHS by cross multiplication, and 5x will be equal to 3 plus 15, that is 18. So x equal to 18 by 5. So you are getting 18 by 5 as rupees 3.6. Rupees 3.6. So rupees 3 rupees and 60 paisa is the selling price of 1 dozen banana, the selling price per dozen is rupees 3 and 60 paisa. So this is the answer. So that when Harish is selling the bananas at rupees 3.6, he will be getting a 20% of profit. He will be making a 20% of profit, right? So in this way we solve this.